Hi everyone, hope you're doing well, hope you're looking after yourselves. I am here at Anime District's summer shutdown party in my One Piece top to celebrate all things anime. And of course, with One Piece just coming out, it's a perfect time to interview anime enthusiasts all about anime, their passion with anime, and of course, discussing some hot takes. So let's get into it with our first interview. We've got our first interview of the day. Could you let us know who you are? And you're actually one of the vendors, so could we also know about your business as well?
Sure. My name is Reese. I run a company called Tribe Events. Events mainly focus on creating more personalized and creative experiences for people that likes things such as anime, gaming, cosplay. We do everything from bespoke events like cosplay speed dating nights. We do workshops, and we also do a couple parties as well. But we're very, all of our events tend to be quite different, more entertainment based and focus on the people rather than parties, but we mix and match different events mostly.
Oh, perfect, that's really good. And I think that's really key because, yeah, everyone likes different types of events. Some people like a party, some people just want to chill.
Exactly. One of the things that we mainly focus on now is that because there's quite a few like different companies out there that more focus on parties, we tend to try and be a little bit different and try to create experiences, you know, so things like live experiences now. We did a Squid Game event a few years ago, which was really, really good fun. And yeah, we just try and mix it up a little bit now. Teach people some skills with our workshops. So we're going to be doing cosplay workshops as well in the new year. Fingers crossed with that. And yeah, a few other things as well that I'm not really allowed to talk about, but yeah.
Okay, we've got two more questions. First one is, what is your favorite anime of all time? And if you can't name one, then your top three.
See, that's a really tough one, I would say, because for me, it's hard to narrow it down for three, but the three main ones I usually go for are Yu Yu Hakusho, Code Geass, and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. You know why? Simply because those shows had the most impact on me as a person. They were very dark, creative, a little bit of like on your edge kind of stuff type of stories. So yeah, they really stick with me. But I also have honorable mentions such as Kaiji, Durarara. Oh God, where else? I love Clannad as well. I like a little bit of drama here and there. So you know, I love everything. I watch a variety of different shows.
I'm going to add in one other question because, you know, with not only me wearing it, but also at the time we're recording, One Piece live action has come out.
Yeah.
Two questions with it. So the first one is, have you watched it? And the second one is, do you think it could beat the live action curse where whenever an anime is made into live action, it doesn't always come across as well?
Okay, I haven't watched it yet. I was supposed to watch it this morning before I came here, but I didn't have time. But you know what? I would say as long as they stick to the original story and it comes across like that in the acting as well, and you can see in the directing of what they're trying to do, then they'll do just fine. Because I think with a lot of shows now, if you can get past that first season and then Netflix renews for a second season and you continue on that upward trajectory, then you'll do just fine. But when you start chopping and changing stories, start trying to do too much with the characters to make them something that they're not, that's when you lose the fan base. So my thing is, Netflix, if you're listening, stick to the original story.
Okay, and very last question. Obviously here, I've seen the poster. We might even be able to include a picture of it in the video. You have an event that you're going to be doing on Saturday of Comic-Con.
Yep.
Let us know the details. Let us know what to expect.
So we're going to be doing a bus party, an anime bus party. We're going to be picking you up directly from outside the Excel Center. We'll take you on a tour around London, and we're going to make a few stops so you can take a few pictures. So for guys that love cosplay and gals as well, if you want to take some pictures outside the London Eye, maybe Tower Bridge, you know, some really famous landmarks in London, then bring out your best cosplay, and then we're going to drop you off back at the Excel Center a few hours later. That'll be taking place on the 20th of October from 7 p.m. Tickets are available online. I'll give you the link as well so you can post it in the video. And yeah, but if anyone that's at the vendors at the moment would like to buy a ticket, we are also selling tickets on the day also.
Perfect. And yeah, like we said here, the link will either be down below in the description or it'll be in our bio. So make sure if you haven't got a ticket yet, you get a ticket. Maurice, it's been an absolute pleasure speaking to you. Any last words for our audience out there?
Yeah, I would say anyone that's listening, thank you so much for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe to this guy. He's a really, really good guy. And if you would like to follow me and what I do, you can follow me online at Tribe Events. That's Tribe with a 3 at the end, events, and it should come up straight away.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. We've got our next vendor here. Could you let us know who you are, what you're selling here today, a bit about yourself? Yeah.
Alright. Everybody knows me as Ace, aka Money, aka Emmanuel, you know what I'm saying? So I I sell tote bags, you know what I'm saying? And I know stickers, you know, like a widow sticker. I got Sailor Moon, I got my tattoo as a sticker, and I got Tokyo Gold. So yeah, I'm an artist, cosplayer, poet. That's been all creatives kind of thing, so yeah.
That's really good, man. And honestly, a creative with multiple talents is impressive. It's impressive, man. But yeah, we've been asking people, can you give your favorite anime? Okay. I don't even need to finish the question. All right, let the people at home know why One Piece is the one to watch.
It's a story, it's the content, it's the characters, character development, it's the story building, and it's the hype. Like, people think One Piece is long, I hear it. However, if you think about it, you can watch it like within 3 months, you're cool. Up to date. Okay, I'll be like, I'm up to date with the manga, up to date with the anime, and I'm rewatching it, and I'm episode 800. Say no more. You know what I'm saying? So
that's impressive. That's impressive. No, we got a round of applause for that, man. Have you watched the live action
yes,
one?
I watched it. Like when it first came out in the morning, I was like, "Yo!" I messaged my friend, "Yo, let me check it out." I started watching it. I watched 3 episodes. I was like, "Woohoo!" When I saw Zoro, I was like, he acts the part like Zoro, and then Usopp. I'm like, the gang, because I got that's my guy. So yeah, man.
No, it's really good. And yeah, honestly, like it's the casting, but everyone's been just casted perfectly.
Yeah, perfectly. And what I didn't like is the maker of Arlong. They could have been done a better job, because if you watched Pirates of the Caribbean, how they made the guy with the tentacles?
Yeah.
That was top notch. Really? They could have done that for my guy. He'd be much better. I'll be real. So yeah.
And yeah, before we end it, let us know how people can find out about you, how they can get in touch if they want to get some stuff.
Instagram, Phil Drips, hit me up. If you want something customized, I'm there. You know what I'm saying? So thank you.
Thank you very much, man. Thank you. So yeah, we've got our next vendor. As you can see, she's come with an amazing pic. Honestly, I'll show the picture that I got at the last event. That like Miles Morales' picture was amazing. This is Aaliyah. We did record at Comic-Con, and you might have seen in the video, but unfortunately, audio didn't work. But we're back. It's working now. So yeah, Aaliyah, could you let our audience know about you, your passion for anime, and what you do?
Sure. My name is Aaliyah Art, and I'm an artist. I love to paint, I love to draw. I'm inspired by anime and cartoons. I even studied animation in university, so it's that much, like I love it. And to this day, I still draw and I paint. I actually have an exhibition currently on as well in Peckham Levels. Yeah.
Oh, well, that's very impressive. If you haven't been yet, I haven't been myself, but I've seen the photos. I've seen it's worth the hype. It's worth the hype. Yes, people will know probably from following your page that you are a One Piece fan. Why is One Piece one of your favorite? Is it your favorite anime?
Yes. Okay. It has now become my favorite anime. Naruto was up there for a long time, but Naruto has ended. One Piece doesn't end, but it's just so intense. The story is amazing. The characters are so lovable. It's very difficult to choose who your favorite Straw Hat is. And the story just gets better and better. I've actually read majority of it now. I just caught up into the manga because it's terribly paced, as we probably know. The pacing is bad, but the manga is amazing. Oda is a genius, he is. So yes, I would recommend the manga. Yeah.
And yeah, the live action. Have you seen the live action yet?
I'm yet to watch it just because I've been so busy. But I do really want to watch it. The casting looks amazing, and even the scenes, like from what I've seen, really good, really good.
Cool. I'm going to ask this anime hot take. What's one anime that you think is like overhyped? That you think people will like shout about from the rooftops, and it's just not worth the hype?
Attack on Titan.
Okay. And why is that? Why would you say that?
Look, it fell off after season 3 for me. I don't know why. I'm actually rewatching it just to find out why I didn't like it. Because season 1, amazing. Season 2, brilliant. I even read some of it, then I watched season 3, and after that I was like, it's mid. Guys, it's mid. Like, if you think that's good storytelling, really look at other stories.
I think that's true. And even like the facts, like it's been like season 4, chapter this, like part, and it's just like, come on, just
Final season, part 1. Final season, part 47. Like, I'm gonna die before it ends, aren't I?
okay. Honestly, like it's one day, hopefully, Attack on Titan will end. But yeah, that's an interesting one. That's an interesting one. And yeah, I was gonna say it before. I definitely agree. Naruto has been one of my top animes for the longest time. Like I said, we literally spoke about it before we were recording. I have started literally on the first episode of One Piece. I've got my top ready to show my passion. So I'm excited because from what you're saying, as a Naruto fan, I should instantly fall in love.
You will fall in love instantly. I mean, it's a shonen. You'll love it for that reason, but also it's just wonderful storytelling. So much foreshadowing that you don't even realize. And pre-time skip is my favorite bit of One Piece. You're in a really good part.
Okay.
You're in a good part. Yeah.
Oh, perfect. But yeah, last but not least, if our audience want to get in touch with you, if they want to know anything about some of the stuff that you do, I know you also have, I've literally forgotten the name, but I know you do One Piece events. You did one at Comic-Con in May. How could people know more about that?
Yeah, so if you just go to Aaliyah Art on Instagram or One Piece Meet UK. Yes, hopefully I will organise the One Piece Meet for Comic-Con this coming October, yeah.
You heard it here first.
Yeah. So yeah, keep a lookout.
Oh, perfect. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. Could you please let us know a bit about you and your cosplay journey?
Sure. So I'm Chi. I am a J fashionista. I do a lot of things. I cosplay, I K-pop, I act as well. My twin, you may have seen her in Maids of England, so yes. I have been in the cosplay scene for a very long time, but I am mostly known for my famous straight fashion stuff. I host a lot of events myself, and yeah, I also opened up a new store, which is my resin business. I do eyelashes and tooth gems as well, so I'm a quite busy bee, but I'm new to the scene in this sector, yes.
Oh, that's really good, and the costume is amazing.
Oh, thank you. This is literally just me on a regular day, so it's quite interesting. A lot of people say like costume cosplay, and I'm just like, oh, I'm just pastel. I like just being pastel.
Okay, could you let us know what is if you've got a favourite anime or your top 3, what?
So this has come to a lot of surprise. But my favorite anime is Gintama. I love Gintama. Gin Toki is everything to me, and the whole anime itself, from being futuristic to old school samurais, is confusing of the world, but it is so funny and just hilarious. Of course, magical girls. So I actually have my new Tokyo Mew Mew tattoo, which I'm so happy about. So yes, magical girls are definitely my thing. Of course, I have my little like kind of dark side as well. So Tokyo Ghoul. Obviously, we're only talking first and second season. We don't talk about anything else. But yes, those 3. That's top of my top 3.
Oh, perfect. Now we're going to switch things over. Anime hot take. What do you think is an anime that is overhyped?
Ooh, this is gonna end people. This is actually gonna end people. So, overhyped. It's gonna be War. But right now, it is Jujutsu Kaisen. And I'm really sorry, people are actually gonna like scream at me, but Chainsaw Man has come at the same time, and to have both animes kind of arrive at the same time was kind of off. So I was watching Jujutsu Kaisen, I was really into it, and then all of a sudden Chainsaw Man just came and just knocked them off completely, and I was like, yes, I'm just here for it, I'm here for it, so yeah. At the moment, yeah.
And then to switch things over, what's an anime that you think's underrated?
Underrated? No. That is interesting. I have to really think about this one. Underrated, because I watch such a wide range of anime. I don't just watch all the cute stuff. I watch the fights, everything like that. I want to say Gintama. I actually just want to say my favorite anime because when people say like, oh, what's your favorite? I'm like, Gintama, like, look at me so strangely. And I'm like, you just don't understand. Like, when you're having a bad day or a good day, you can put on Gintama and just laugh. And that's what you need. Oh, and One Punch. One Punch is definitely underrated, 100%.
You know what, I do agree with that because I feel like the whole concept, the whole like idea, like everything about like One Punch is like so unique. But yeah, the amount of people that are just like they've either not watched it or they think that it's rubbish or like, oh, how can a guy be called One? Like, I don't know. I haven't watched it yet, so I can't act like I'm an expert. But yeah, I definitely agree that One Punch Man doesn't get the love that it deserves.
Use it. I agree, definitely.
Cool. So last but not least, if people want to follow your page, find out a bit more about you, how can they do that?
Yes, so I am Chi. So if you type in CHI and then an X and then pudding. I also do a lot of YouTube stuff as well. Like I said, with K-pop, I do a lot of idol things too. You can find everything on that page. My cosplay page is Chi Kitty Waifu, so you can follow me there for all like my cool cosplays and stuff. And
so
that's
apologies
pretty much
about this. The last interview, Thank you
Oh,
so the much. audio
Thank
wasn't
you.
working, so that's why there was
so
no
much.
volume. But yeah, we had a really interesting conversation about an anime that I've been told is one of the best. So you should definitely check it out, and that is Space Bros. It's got a really interesting concept, especially from being like a young person, where a lot of anime might be targeted towards like you're 15 or younger. This anime is about, you know, a brother, two sets of brothers. One's already been to space, another's a 30-year-old, and he's really passionate about getting into that space. So yeah, I've been told, I haven't watched it, but I've been told, like, if you're looking for a new anime, that's the anime to go to. So yeah, if you're interested, if you're looking for a new anime to start watching, definitely check out Space Bros. Okay, we're gonna do this again. Are you happy to be recorded?
Yes, I'm happy to be recorded.
Okay, we have to do a take two, because yes, recording it without the microphone wouldn't work. But yeah, so could you let us know again who you are and your passion for anime, where it started, things like that?
Hello, guys. My name is Vanessa. My passion for anime really just came about through childhood. You know, I've always been watching anime as part of my childhood, and it feels kind of like normal. It was just on every like kids TV show. There'll be like one or two animes, and yeah, I've always been watching. So
Cool. What was your first anime? What was the first anime you remember watching?
I think the first anime I ever watched was the first anime I ever watched was Mimi Power, or it could be like Tokyo Mimi, same thing, and like Pretty Cure as well, actually. And both of them are like magical girl like animes where like the girls like work in a cafe and like they have like the magical girl ability on the sidelines, and like the main character turns into a cat as well. They fight off evil, and like the main character has a crush that doesn't know that she's a magical girl, but she's scared like of being revealed like that. And it was animes like that and Beyblade and Bakugan that I was watching during my childhood. So yeah.
Okay, so this is a hard question. Your favorite anime of all time, and if you can't give one, then your top three.
Okay. My favorite anime of all time has to be Yu-Gi-Oh! I love all the characters in Yu-Gi-Oh! My favorite character is Baccarat or Marek. I just love how evil they are. But yeah, I just love like all the main characters. I love Yugi, I love Yami Yugi, and like the cards as well, how they bring to life like magical girls and like dark magician and like blue eyes white dragon, all of that stuff. So yeah, it's been like the one anime I watch continuously.
Okay, so now we're going to switch things up to a couple of anime hot takes. So, what is an anime that you think is overhyped and overrated? Everyone's just like, you've got to watch this, it's really great. You know, if you're not watching this, you're missing out. Yeah, what's an anime you feel like fits that?
Okay. I'd say an anime that's overhyped, maybe Bleach. I did watch it and I did like it, but like I feel like I didn't get that investment that some other animes have given me as well. So that might be a big hot take because it's part of the top or like the big three, but like that's my opinion.
Okay. And then let's flip things over. What's an anime that you think is underrated that a lot of people don't either watch or don't know about, or they don't give it a chance?
I think one of the animes that I think is underrated is, I posted this on my story, but it's like No Guns Life. It's like a seasonal anime. There was another anime as well, but I totally forgotten. But I really liked that anime, and it was basically about a guy who basically had a gun for a head, and like they used that premise to like run the show, but it really goes deep into like the discrimination within the place where like some people get modified into having guns and weapons and equipment, and how they're treated differently compared to other people. So it was really good. I really enjoyed it. Everyone should watch it.
Oh, thank you. And yeah, I guess you've been to a couple of anime events. You're here today. What is one thing you would tell for people who maybe a bit hesitant to go to like anime events? They're a bit unsure of like, oh, you know, I don't know if I'll fit in, or I have to come in as, well, I mean, I'm not in cosplay, Vanessa is. But yeah, what would you say is like one thing you'd say for anyone who's a bit unsure about whether they should be coming to events like this?
I would say just like be yourself and be really friendly. Like everyone who comes here is really friendly. Just talk about your favorite anime just to begin with and say, oh, I really love this anime. Or if you see anyone being in cosplay, like just compliment their cosplay and be like, oh, I really love your cosplay. I really love this character from this show. And like it just gets the conversation going, you know. You shouldn't be afraid. Like everyone's nice, everyone's friendly. You'll have a good time.
Perfect. Thank you very much. Thank you. So yeah, could you let us know who you are, and I guess we'll get into this in a moment. But yeah, let's start with who you are and your passion, like your favorite anime.
Okay. Yeah. So I'm Wahida Ramen Mare. I am an animator, illustrator. I run a business with my husband as well, where we run an animation studio too. They're very small, very tiny at the moment, but hopefully one day we can make it bigger and make our own short films. Yeah, and my favorite anime is really hard to pick. It's so hard to pick. I found myself. Oh shit! Hang on.
Do you want to do a top three?
Hold on. You know, like, see, saying top three. Now my mind has gone completely blank. It's gone so blank. Okay, so I like, not in any particular order. I like Mob Psycho. I love Mob Psycho. I have like this weird liking for this anime called Sekko Boys. It's about like statues that are like sentient, and they have like a manager that takes care of them. It's very small, but it's really lovely. And oh god, a third one. Gosh. Okay, I think it's like, well, I'm just gonna say like Akira, because like, you know, I'm literally dressed up like the bike.
Perfect. And yes, you've got, I'll move out of the way, but you've got this amazing piece of art. You actually drew that live, did you know?
Yes, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah, could we know a bit more about your, I guess, why did you pick this specifically to draw?
Yeah, I love women who are like just super feral and like just so happy to be like who they are, like so unapologetic. I just really love that. And like the first time you see Princess Mononoke, she is literally just like not even fazed by the camera or anything. She's busy doing her business, and then she just gives you a glare into the eyes, and you're just like, oh my god, I love this character. She's just so like okay being who she is. So yeah, that's basically it. But like, you know, like that, and like how I like drawing things in action and in motion because I do animation. So like her with her wolf, Moro, and like in the forest, I just thought it was just like a really nice, sweet spot for the way that I like to draw. Yeah.
And we've been doing like anime hot takes, so I've got to ask, what is an anime that you think is like overhyped, that people sort of like shout from the rooftops, but you feel like it doesn't need to be shouted out much?
Okay, right. Evangelion. I fall asleep every time I watch it. It's like a PowerPoint slideshow. It is so slow. There are so many hard cuts to like just white text on black background, and like it just kind of feels a bit too sleepy for me. I don't know if that might be because I might be ADHD, but like I don't know.
And what's the opposite? What would you say is an anime that you think is underrated that people should be saying, like, you know, if you're looking for an anime, this is the one to go to?
Sekko Boys. It's so sweet and so short. You don't need to commit a lot of your life to it, and it just makes you feel really happy. That's all.
Oh, perfect. And last question, if people want to know more about the animation, if they want to know more about your art, where can they go to find out more about you?
Okay, so you can follow me on Instagram, Wahida_art, that's WAHEEDA_ART, or wahida.co.uk, where I have like all my stuff online.
Perfect. Oh, thank you. And
Wait, actually, one more. And my animation business with my husband is called The Treehouse. You can find us by typing in, hang on, I just made the domain just recently. Okay, so THE-treehouse.co. Not .com, not .co.uk, just .co. Don't ask me why.
so yeah, and I guess if you're looking for some animators, look at the amazing piece of art. Get in touch because the Treehouse is where to be. Well, I look forward to seeing when you animate your first anime short film.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that too.
So could you let us know your Dragon Ball Z? I've got the Dragon Ball Z top. Is that your favorite anime?
Yeah, this is one of my favorite animes. Yeah, I actually grew up on Dragon Ball Z. It was rather loud for me because, you know, I'm a bit autistic, so loudness don't do good for me. But as I've grown older, I've grown to appreciate Dragon Ball. So, and at the back of my shop, there you have Goku in his various Super Saiyan forms.
Do you want to turn around and give the audience a show?
Sure.
Yeah, you can see it there. You can see it there. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, man. Oh, that's really cool. Surprisingly, Dragon Ball is one of the anime that, you know, there's some anime that people like know about, they've heard about. I've never actually watched it, but it's definitely on my list because, Dragon Ball, I think, like you said, it's a really good concept. It's a really great idea.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna switch things up. We're doing this thing like anime hot takes. So what is an anime that you think is like overrated? Like a lot of people talk about it, a lot of people say it's like the best thing ever. Do you feel like actually it's not as good as people say it?
Well, I don't have any anime hot takes, but for one that's underrated, I feel like an underrated anime would be Danmachi, or Is It Wrong to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Okay, that is a really long name. And it focuses on a young boy called Belcanel as he grows stronger to become an adventurer with his goddess Hestia, and he gathers his familiar to essentially become the greatest guild in his world or something. So he kind of grows from a young boy incapable of defending himself into a seasoned adventurer that learns to not be so panicked or scared and become more calm and level-headed.
Oh, thank you for that. That sounds really good. And one last question, I promise. What is one, for anyone who's watching who maybe they've been a bit hesitant about getting into anime, maybe coming to events like this, what's one piece of advice or one thing you'd like to let them know?
The one thing I'd like to let people know is that you shouldn't be afraid of being who you are, regardless if you like anime or you like any type of content. Because everybody here, like this convention right here, it showed me that these people are just like me. They like anime as well, and I'm pretty sure they have been through their lives where they have been bullied as well. But so long as you have a little community, or you're confident enough to go to events like this or conventions like this or consume the media and find people that like the stuff that you do, I'd say go to a convention, have some fun and just mingle. It's all fun and games.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Could you let us know who you are and what you do?
Yeah, my name is Ozzy Obede and I am the founder and CEO of New York Comics. So here is right. So it's a comic publishing house, home of great stories about African mythology, culture, and people. And kind of a new start that we're hoping to kind of take the comic world by storm with.
Oh man, that's really great. And I am a comics book fan, but to see especially African mythology is so, it's amazing. There's a lot of people say that a lot of influences that, whether it's to do with Western mythology or Western media, comics and stuff like that take place. Of course, the big one that, as a Nigerian, I'm gonna say is obviously Anansi is the.
As a Nigerian?
No, as a Nigerian. No, I'm not. Before people come for me, I'm not saying he's a Nigerian.
I'm about to say, like, look, I don't wanna like take that like the one is.
No.
Jollof already. So I'm not gonna do that.
But no. I think especially like growing up, like I actually like obviously like when you're, and I think a lot of people say, I think they surprisingly, funny enough, they did an episode of Static Shock with Anansi.
Yeah.
Like literally, like we were saying, like growing up, you don't really see a lot of like African superheroes, and even like now the big ones, obviously is Black Panther, big like everyone knows him. But of course, Wakanda's not real. Even though a lot of people would love it to be, it's not a real place. So to have stories like Anansi, to have all these like mythology within it, that people are just like, oh yeah, you know, you like Zeus, or you like all these like you like this part of Western mythology. Well, look, Africa's got the exact same thing.
100%. So like what I'm holding right now is the Shango comic. So it's actually about the Orisha mythology in the Yoruba people, based in West Africa. And it's funny you say that these mythologies haven't been explored as well, because things like Thor from Marvel is basically just like the Nordic version of this. So like this is the god of thunder for the Yoruba people, and actually predates Thor by 100 years. So I'm glad to like be able to kind of bring these stories to the forefront, and also not just the mythology, but also like the nuance in our culture, our people. You know, I was even saying the other day, like, you've never seen like a Studio Ghibli kind of film featuring black people. And I feel like, you know, we need to be put in these very different situations. And like, that's what the comic company is hoping to do. We're hoping to kind of tell more stories about African people. When I say African people, I'm including like the Caribbeans and that. African people, African descent, the diaspora. You know what I mean?
100%. So I've got to ask, first off, we've been asking everyone, if you can't give your top like anime, what are your top 3 favorite animes?
Top 3 favorite. I'm gonna throw in Samurai Champloo, just because I feel like that was a good. I don't know. It was a good journey to go on. I'm happy about that one. And after that, you know what? I'm gonna throw in Death Note, just because I feel like that was one of the most like as a kid, that was like a story that didn't baby you as an audience. Like it got you thinking, and I feel like that was something that really made me respect anime as a medium. Like they actually respect that you as an audience member have intelligence. So like, you know, we're gonna tell you a complex story and you can follow along. So I like that. And then obviously, something that was kind of like a good staple in my life was like, you know, Naruto. So yes, well, I have to give that. I have to give it. Like, you know, I'm a critic of it as well. Like, you know, I wasn't that fan of the whole reverse harem jutsu at the end. But, you know, as a story and as for all the years of entertainment, I have to give it props. Got the games and everything. It was a good time.
Okay. And we've been doing these anime hot takes, so what is an anime that you think is overrated? People are just like, this is what you gotta watch. Like, if you're not watching this, you're not an anime fan, but you're just like, actually, you know, it's okay, but like, I don't get the hype.
Overrated. Wow. It's hard to say any anime is overrated, mainly because like I can understand why certain things, like you be in the mood for different things, right? I would say one that maybe not overrated, but you can kind of like take your time getting to. You know what? I would say, and I'm not saying it's overrated, but I would say that you can probably take your time getting to like Gintama and stuff like that. Just because like when you actually do get to it, you will enjoy it, and you have like a load of episodes to get through. Like obviously like anime is over now, but I don't think that's as an essential watching as some of the other ones.
Yeah. And what's an underrated anime in your opinion?
Underrated? I'll say a lot of sports anime are underrated. I'll be honest with you. Like if you want character development and like something that really explores that kind of like human connection, I think Haiku does a really good job about that. I recently watched the anime for Blue Lock, and I think that was a really good like I like how that can, as an anime can challenge your mindset, and that's what I really liked about that. So yeah, a lot of sports anime is kind of underrated.
And finally, if people want to know, like even myself, I'm looking at this poster and I'm like, this is the one. If you want to know more about the comics, if they want to follow you, how can they get in touch with you, man?
Yeah, so socials all over the place is New Africa Comics. So New Africa Comics plural.
Oh, perfect, man. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much.
So, obviously, by Monkey D. Luffy. we're repping One Piece. Is One Piece one of your, is it your favorite anime or what?
I think One Piece is passionate.
Oh, you know, of course.
We're passionate. I would never wear this outfit ever. The only reason I wear this is to get people to talk to me and to buy my No, Luffy the GOAT. I'm kidding. Luffy the GOAT. That's all.
That's all you need to say, right? All right, so let's know a bit about yourself. Who are you? What are you doing here today at the event? Yeah, that's good.
My name is Marcus Unchained. I've got a booth with over there. I say over there like these people can see right behind the camera. I work with New African Comics. I am a writer for Shango, our lead comic. It's based around African mythology, and what I'm trying to do is go through the whole of Africa, discussing like different mythologies. So, with the most recent chapter that I've written is talking about like Ghana, and are you from Ghana? They're Nigerian. I'm all Ghana, Bawanese. There we go. But what I'm doing is going through Ghana. I'm going to be talking about if anyone knows about a Nazi, then you know about a Nazi, and that shit going to be coming up soon. But yeah, that's how I do.
Oh, cool, man. It's literally funny. Like, this wasn't planned. We literally were talking about Nancy in the last video, and
No way.
yeah, man, like I've said that I know how growing up, like my sister was telling me stories about Nancy, like showing stuff.
I'm telling you, like when it comes to African mythology, I feel like it's been missed out a lot. And what I'm writing is trying to not just highlight one like culture. I want to include everybody because Africa is the cradle of the earth. We all know this. This is where we all come from, cuz. But you know what I mean?
Yeah, so man. So let's go into some of these hot takes we've been doing.
Oh.
So, what is an anime that if you feel like people are just like, oh yeah, it's the best thing ever, it's amazing, it's great, so, but you're just like, it's alright, it's mid.
It's mid. I would say, you know what? I've watched Naruto from the get-go. I don't want to say Naruto, but the ending did me nuts. The ending made me mad because when it came to a finale, I thought it was gonna be a lot better than it was. But that's my hot take.
Okay.
Naruto could have ended up better, and Boruto should have started off where he is now. Because when I saw Boruto with that cuz, I said, all right, cuz, Bolt, I will deal with you. You know what I mean? That's my hot take. Yeah.
Okay. What would you say is an anime that is underrated? One that like people...
Gangster. Gangster needs a season 2. Gangster is sick. That and JoJo. If you're not watching JoJo's, I don't know what you're doing. If you like, it got so bad. I was watching JoJo's up to part 3, and then I got to like, it finished. So I was like, damn, YouTube is cracked to me. I was like, I need that fix. And ever since then, I've been reading it. I'm up to date to chapter 9 now, so yeah. Read JoJo's, part 7, greatest arc, on God. Yeah, that's my shout.
And finally, if people want to get in touch, if they want to know more, how can they get in touch with you?
Very easily. Either follow the New African Comics on Instagram and Twitter, or Marcus Unchained at Marcus Unchained on Twitter and Instagram. That's all it is.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you. Nice meeting you, man. Oh, thank you so much. So yeah, Josh, it's funny because we literally met at another anime event. Yeah, and this is our third anime event that we've been at. So you, literally, like I said before, you can build a community here. Josh, could you let the people know what is your favorite anime?
Oh, okay, so Haikyuu was the biggest one for like the longest time, but now it's joint second between that and Vinland Saga. So yeah, like different reasons. Haikyuu gets me inspired, whereas Vinland Saga just like the character development and inspiration is just alone. The writing alone is just it. But yeah.
And then we've been doing this like anime hot takes thing. Yeah. What is an anime you think is overrated that people like say you have to watch if you're an anime fan, but you feel like actually it's okay, it's not as good as people say?
I got two.
Say them both.
Alright, so I got one of them is Noragami, which that's a short one, but it was a decent watch, but I was like, I don't really get the hype. Second one is My Hero, mainly because My Hero takes so long to get. Like the earlier seasons are good, but like there's so much build up. So that final, that sixth season, that's out at the moment. Yeah, or the latest third season that's out at the moment. It's so good, but like to get there is such a journey. People that I would never recommend it to people, but it's alright. Yeah.
Okay. And what would you say is the opposite? So an anime that is like really good, but it's underrated or unknown.
On 86. It's like this. Down. It's similar to Attack on Titan, where it's like about war and like recycles the effects of war, but it's taken from a good like civilian/soldier the two perspectives of it. It's really good. It's really good, yeah. And it's a short one as well. It's like one season, 24 episodes. When it really delves into the psychology of war or what it means to kind of like the people in war versus the people that kind of send off the people in war and the morality, what comes of it. Yeah.
Perfect. Thank you. And then to end, like I said, we literally met at an event like this. What would you say for anyone? Because I know, like, the event we met at, like, I was a bit hesitant of going. I didn't know anyone else going. What would you say to anyone who's in the same boat? Because I'm pretty sure at that event as well, that was your...
Yeah, only once. I'd say come with an open mind, of course. Come in believing in whatever your anime you're into and kind of like sticking with it, because the people you would attract this kind of people anyway. It's like you meet there's so many different people at this event that you definitely find someone that is into the anime you're into, regardless of whether you think it's niche or not, or it's all that nerd. It's cool, and you can always have a good time. Like people are going to be dancing and everything, and you may think it's cringe or stuff, but like it's just a good part of being into anime in general that you would find. It's such a weird genre in itself that like it's okay to be weird or like yourself. Like yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, no, I definitely agree with that, and I feel like we said, there's like a wide, like anime, I think a lot of people think like, oh, like we were saying before about animes are the Narutos, the Dragon Ball, like One Piece, like all of this, but like we said, there's sports anime, there's like romance animes, there's dark ones, there's funny ones, like there are so many animes that you can get into, so yeah, I agree. Anime being so broad is something to me that I like, because if I'm feeling the happy one, I can go to that. If I'm looking for like a psychological, like, yeah, I think that's the great thing about anime.
Yeah.
Cool, well, thank you very much, Josh, for the interview.
Yeah, thanks for using.
Yes, yeah, we've got music in the background, we've got everything going on, and I am excited to be here with one of the great organisers of today's event, giving us the pleasure to even be here. Could we please know more about you, as well as your journey with Anime District? Where did the idea come from?
So, for more context, Anime District is ran by a group of 3 sisters. Me, Casti, and Karen. We started this last year, February was our first event, but we had been planning this for God knows how long, honestly. Like, the entirety of lockdown was when things started to come together, but like, I'd say for like 2 years before then, we were just talking about the idea like, oh, we really like anime openings, and like, we've always been playing the openings in our room, like we were younger, doing dishes, shower, anything. Like we'd always have mini anime parties. And we used to think like, surely we're not the only ones that want to do this. Like we should like get people together and do this together because it'd be so fun. Like what if this played in a club? It's really not. But yeah, and then from then things kind of like progressed. Like we decided to go, screw it, like let's just do this. And then we found a venue, found a DJ, got the players together, and then boom. And now we're here. Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's been an absolute amazing event. Yeah, but as you can probably hear, everyone's having a good time. But yeah, no, thank you very much. It's been great to learn more about it. Yeah, cool. So we're with one of the trio of like amazingness who have organised today's event. Could you let us know who you are and an anime you're watching that you think everyone is underrated and everyone should be watching?
Okay. Okay, my name is Karen. I run Anime District alongside my sisters. And anime, okay, so I don't think this anime is underrated, but I don't think people talk about it enough, in my circles anyway. And the last season came out last year, but I just recently watched it, and then I went back and rewatched the entire thing. Mob Psycho 100. I don't know why, but the last season really, really, really spoke to me. I absolutely loved it. I feel like not enough people are giving it its flowers. It's just a great anime, great build-up, great characters, straight to the point, and I love Mob. So, yeah, that's my little opinion.
Can I throw in one extra question? What is an anime you think people overhype? There's like, people are just like, oh my gosh, you're not watching this, how could you not be watching this? Like, that's the most ridiculous thing ever.
Okay, if you would have asked me last year, just based on season 1, or was it last year or year before, Jujutsu Kaisen, season 1 for me was quite average. It was good anime, don't get me wrong, animation was great, everything, but it was average, and I didn't understand why everyone was calling it one of the best things ever happened. I didn't really get it, but that's just my opinion. But I have been watching season 2, and to me, that's levels above season 1. So I'm enjoying season 2 so far, and I'm excited for the next arc because I hear it's a madness. So yeah, season 2 so far is good, but if you would have asked me about Jujutsu Kaisen, yeah, it's a bit. First season anyway. And then like, maybe Demon Slayer, but I feel like that's a general opinion. Yeah.
Perfect, thank you very much. So we've got the final of the triplets. Last but not least, the incredible talent. She's going to be telling us a bit more about the event today. Could you please let us know who you are? And let's start off with, why did you decide to do a summer shutdown party?
All right. So my name's Kirsty, and the summer shutdown had to happen because we need to come together before the sun goes away. And do you hear the opening? Yeah, and I just feel like, honestly, like the UK as a whole, I feel like not everyone has a space, especially us who love anime, to come together and enjoy anime as we love. Like, we love the openings, we love the endings. Like, we love supporting POC vendors, black vendors, other vendors with all type of merch, and just being in one space to enjoy anime, Like, in the UK as a whole, there's not too many spaces where you can do this, and it's nice to come together like every once in a while to do what we do,
Couldn't have said it better myself. So instead we're going to go on to the next one, which is, what has been your favorite part of today?
Well, I think my favorite part has been the tournament, because me being someone who loves openings so much, seeing people who know their openings in like 3 seconds, that's a skill. That's a skill. And it's like, where in the world are you gonna go compete for openings? Like, you gotta, So I feel like seeing people guess it in 1 minute and seeing everyone else entertained, it's so entertaining for me, and I feel so happy, like,
I definitely agree, and I think for me, like the fact, like you said, literally like second or two, people were snatching the microphone.
Do you know what I mean? Like, the mic went flying.
But honestly, like you said, where else will you ever get questioned, like, name the opening and get it that quick?
And get a prize. Exactly. Whereas you win prizes for guessing openings correct, You gotta come here.
And last but not least, are there any more events people can expect throughout the year? Is there something else people can look forward to after today?
Listen, we got something cooking for October, October the 27th, put that in your diary. We got something big. It's Halloween. Cosplay's gonna be on point. You're gonna get to showcase that. You're gonna look good. We got something, just keep it in your diary. Oh, and November, for all you artists out there, for all of you who can't draw, for all of you who just like vibes, we got something for you in November. Just saying.
You've heard it here first. That's 2 events to look forward to. Thank you so much for the invite. Thank you for allowing us to do interviews. I've had a great time. I'm sure everyone I've interviewed would say they've had amazing times. I can see some of them have been singing their hearts out. So yeah, it's been great. Thank you so much.
Thank you for coming. Thank you for speaking to everyone. Thank you for being here. Like, thank you.
Perfect. And we'll see you guys around, hopefully, at the next event. Cool, so as you can probably tell from the music in the background, it's been a day full of interviews, It's been amazing. If you're interested in finding more about some of this stuff, a lot more about anime, check out Senseis of Anime, our new anime podcast that is under the Pick Up the Mic network. But you can learn all things anime related, whether it's about theories, whether it's about events. And yeah, if you're an anime company and you're interested in having people speak at your events, this was a great example. Can't wait to see you there.